The question I have is, do coincidences have any purpose or factor in spiritual practice? Can they point to anything or help anyone on their path?
Well, anything can do that. Okay, well, this whole existence is a coincidence. We're living the coincidence. Right? We are co-residing. It's like a co-residence, coincidence, co-resonance. So there are all kinds of phenomena that can arise, but not because you're practicing, but because you're involved in the process of living in this universe. So you see signs of it coming from inside to give you some sense of, coordination with the outer, the inner and the outer. So it's not unusual to see, as some people say, they have coincidences by seeing threes show up, and fours and fives and six, and whatever you read into it could be what it means to you, but it's just coinciding with the rest of the universe. Sometimes the numbers sort of show up that way, but we don't make any other manifestation of the numbers blow our minds. It's just when we have sameness, right? So that's a peculiar ism, I guess you might call it, based upon individual perception of what it is. Okay. Now, all kinds of stuff shows up to give us a sense of where we are and what time we're in. Okay. And so sometimes we need to be reminded to look and see and feel or know or remember something. And so the unconscious projects that. We've got to understand that unconscious will project that, but relative to machines and clocks, eventually you're going to see that. Whether where they're all the same, 5 or 6 numbers, same, right? That can happen. What you make of it is what you make of it. But as you were saying earlier, when you do something in the form of self-projection and willing, you can do that. You can't say, this is also a form of practice, psychic training or psychic practice. Say, in 30 days, I'd like something to happen to change my life. So you can actually will that, coordinate that, because deep inside you and within everybody is the power and the commander of the universe. Right? Some traditions call it the guide, the guru, or the master within. You have the power to do that. In fact, you're running on your own power, right, and your own wishing from way before, and you're seeing it sort of coincidentally manifest before you. So, comment.
So maybe, would you say having practice or becoming more aware? Because maybe with practice becomes more awareness. So maybe you could just be more clear, and you're more prone to seeing certain things.
Or not caring about it. You're not looking outside for signs of validation, for where you are, who you are, or why you are, or what you are. Right? You have to know you are you, and that implies many levels of reality. So you're not just your face and your body. You're not just the flesh bag, right? You're complex intelligence. You need to know that for yourself. And so whatever it takes, to help you feel that there's more than what appears, because you're talking about the appearance of numbers and putting the spook on yourself. Say, oh, whoa, I better be careful. I better not go down the street. I better not go near that door over there. Whoa, I'm looking at this license that's got all these numbers on it. Let me back up and get away from it. It's spooky, all right? You can do that. You can spook yourself if you want. But enlightened people don't care about stuff like that. I'm assuming that, right? They're not interested in coincidence. They're living in the profound coincidence with a realization and a spiritual condition, which doesn't really change. And it doesn't care about appearances at all. Okay. Mm-hmm.